Rugby World Rankings, folks, are on the move once again after 3 rounds of Rugby Championship action. We'll see who's been tracking well and who's not doing so good. And you guys can let me know your thoughts on how fairly or not you reckon the rankings are sitting. Of course, the only 4 teams which have actually dropped or gained points are those 4 Rugby Championship teams, but that does mean other teams are out and about. The Irish and the French are still 1 and 2. No changes there. And with all the kind of toing and froing that's going on in the Rugby Championship, with everybody seemingly able to beat everybody else, France and Ireland, for mine anyway, seem to be relatively fairly in those top 2 spots. But in November, I guess we'll find out a wee bit more. South Africa retain 3rd spot, despite their loss to Australia. However, if they lose again, they will certainly drop below England. And if New Zealand end up winning against Argentina, then potentially South Africa could even drop to 5th. So that kind of bronze medal spot that they've been occupying for a little while now is under threat. So they do need to break that hoodoo they've got in Australia. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, they'll be dropping. Whether they care or not about the Rugby World Ranking spot, I don't know. But certainly Jacques Nienaber is not quite under Ian Foster pressure, but people are expecting a little bit better from the Springboks, I reckon. England, by the fortune, I guess, for them, of New Zealand losing, back up into 4th. So congratulations, England. If you guys want to celebrate England's historic rise to 4th, grab yourself a new England rugby jersey. They're on sale. They've just been released. England Rugby Store, link down in the description. Or if you want to get last season's one and you're an XXL like me, they're down to like 28 quid. So yeah, they're getting rid of the old stuff and with the new. So if you want new gear or old, England Rugby Store down in the description. All Blacks down to 5th. It's the 2nd time we've been in 5th. I guess getting cozy, but it could be worse if the All Blacks losing run keeps going on. To return to 4th, the All Blacks are going to need a 16-point win over the Argentinians in Hamilton. Traditionally, the All Blacks are good at bouncing back from wins, but then that logic didn't apply when they lost to Ireland 2 times in a row. So we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. A narrow win will certainly not be enough for the All Blacks to overtake England again, but a loss could see the All Blacks go down to a new low of 6th. So we await that one with some interest. The Wallabies have bounced back from their all-time low, although not the first time they'd been in 7th. They are back to 6th with that win over South Africa, although they could drop straight back down if they lose. So it's kind of a bit of a yo-yo potential for them. They certainly won't be able to catch the All Blacks unless I think the All Blacks lose and then they win. So it's kind of a little bit of relying on other people's results to see how you go on the log. And Argentina, in terms of being the big improver, have jumped up 2 places from 9th. They've finally come onto this side of the whiteboard, up to 82.95. They were on 80.97, so that's a big jump for them. They could potentially go up to 5th if they beat New Zealand in Hamilton in the return fixture. So really interesting times in terms of the world rankings. Other teams, Scotland and Wales are down, but like I said, they haven't dropped any points. It's just on the fact that Argentina have passed them. Japan, Samoa, Fiji, Georgia, Italy, Spain, and Tonga. Nothing doing for all those teams. We're going to have to wait until November to see more of these teams in action. But in terms of the Rugby Championship lot, there is absolutely lots going on, with only South Africa kind of retaining their spot. They were on 87.78, so 86.47, as I said, kind of precariously close to where the English are at. But, you guys let me know your thoughts. How fair or not do you reckon these rankings are looking at the moment? Do you agree that Ireland and France are certainly looking like the best of the bunch as we sit here in late August 2022? Or do you think there's a potential team from below them who looks better? I can't see it at the moment, but as I said, rugby is a kind of fickle thing, and it only takes one big result or one big loss to have everyone turning around and putting some doubt in. Like the All Blacks were certainly world beaters after their win in South Africa, and now it's kind of back down to earth. But anyway, you guys have any thoughts? Take care, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.